Right now is an example of the recording quality from the portable, lightweight equipment I show you in this video. Hello, it's Thomas George, and today I want to talk about my portable recording equipment. So it's really great that you can actually make videos at home or your home studio, but it is really difficult a lot of the time to take this around and actually record on the go. Because I know at home I use an RE20 microphone, which is fantastic for voiceovers, but it's really heavy. The stand weighs over 1 kilogram in itself. And I've also got a vocal preamp, which is really heavy, which is great if you're making any screencasts at home or in your home studio, like I said. But if you're on the go and you're traveling to a different country, for instance, or you're going down to a conference and you want to make a video, it can be quite difficult to do. I have done it in the past, lugging big suitcases around, big tripods, and it's not really ideal. So now I've actually got myself a portable setup, and it all fits in this one bag. So this can fit as a carry-on on most airlines as well. So if you're going overseas, you can just take this rucksack with you. The good thing about this is this rucksack doesn't look very good, but it's quite practical. So I believe I'm less likely to get robbed if I have this rather than a really fancy looking like Ableton bag or maybe a Mac bag. Which leads me onto my MacBook. It's actually in a HP case, because it doesn't really look that glamorous, this case. And I've got the new Macbook Pro, which is quite expensive. I've actually got a sticker over the Apple logo, just to kind of make it not look like an Apple computer. So if you're in a coffee shop, you're working on there, or you're at airport, you're a lot less likely to get robbed if people think it's not an Apple product. And of course, I've got the dongle, which you need with all Apple products, the new ones nowadays, which is a bit annoying. Then of course the charger. So that kind of handles all the software. I like to use a MacBook because I can use ScreenFlow, Logic Pro, which are only for Apple, and Final Cut Pro as well, which are all Apple applications. That's just what I'm used to. If you use a PC, that's cool as well. There is alternative versions to that. Then I've got a little case where I keep my cables. So I have a little XLR cable. So I use this into an audio interface, which I'll go into shortly. Then the USB cable. Just this little case, which is actually a camera case for putting your camera batteries, memory cards, that kind of thing. It's quite well padded. And then I go into my microphone. Like I said previously, at home and in my home studio, I do use an RE20 microphone, which is fantastic. But this one is actually a Rode NTG-1. I like this one because it's a shotgun mic. So if you point it out of shot, if you actually want to film and you want a mic out of shot, you can really just focus in on your mouth and capture all the sound. And also it's really, really lightweight, so it makes it great for traveling. And it comes with this little padded Rode bag as well, which is pretty useful. And then I've got this little lightweight stand, which I think is fantastic. It's not the most sturdy thing in the world, but it is super, super lightweight. It only takes a minute to set up. And then you can just put it down your desk, wherever you're working, the hotel room, Airbnb, something like that, and just bang on this mic here. I've got these little yellow electrical tape around it, just because it doesn't quite fit in the stand. I just want to bulk it out a little bit. Black electrical tape might be better, but this works fine, just to keep it sturdy on the stand. Like I said, if there's a bit of an earthquake or a shake, if you're on a boat, for instance, it might not be the best mic stand, but if you're in a nice sturdy location like a hotel room, it should be absolutely fine. And then I've got my audio interface. This is a little portable one. I normally use a Scarlett 2i2, the Focusrite, but this is a Shure X2u. It's really great because it's just so little. You can even use it with mics with phantom power. You can even plug in your headphones at the side just to monitor back. Yeah, it's really small. Not the lightest, but compared to other traditional kind of audio interfaces, it's a lot lighter. This comes in a little carrier bag as well. Then I've got my headphones in this kind of terrible shower bag, but I actually lost the official Sennheiser bag. And these are just a standard HD 2.5s Mark II, just because they're quite noise cancelling. I'm just used to these, I've been using them for years. So these are the headphones I use pretty much all the time. They're not the lightest weight. You can get ones that fold down, but they're not the HD 2.5s. I know a lot of people do use more portable headphones on the go, but I just really like these headphones. And then I've got the GorillaPod, the Joby GorillaPod stand, which comes in really useful for the next thing, which is actually my little travel camera. It's the Canon G7X Mark II. This is great because if you want to do any kind of a selfie things, you can just do it on here. It's really useful just to film on here. And if I want to do any kind of intro videos or videos on the go, this camera is really useful. Clips in onto this GorillaPod. I can just set it up and move it around like so. And yeah, it's really useful for anyone traveling. Has face recognition, so you can move around and you're still in focus. And I just think it's really useful if you're out and about, or if you just want to do a vlog and you just want to hold it, just hold the GorillaPod like so. The next thing I actually use is this little Rode mic. Not the mic I'm using right now, but this is one that actually plugs into your smartphone. It just plugs directly in. You can use the Rode Record app, and then you can just, if you're out and about, you can use this little camera and this microphone, and just plug it into your phone, and that's all you really need to record if you want to be really portable and record when you're out and about. I've got a few other things like a little wind muffler that can attach on top of the G7X. It does kind of block your vision of view if you're looking into the screen here. But if you're in a windy location and you don't have an external mic, it can be quite useful. Another thing I picked up from another YouTube video, it's actually a plastic bag. The reason is if it rains, what you can do when you're out and about, just get your G7X, stick it in this plastic bag, and then stick it back in the camera case. That's less likely to get damaged. Then of course, just stuff like spare batteries, spare memory cards, that kind of thing. Another spare battery I take with me. And then just a normal notepad if I've got any notes, if I want to get away from the laptop and just write stuff by hand, which I like to do for my courses, like to kind of plan out what I'm doing by hand. And now and again, I sometimes have notes pinned up along my workstation so I can just glance at the bullet points if I do get a bit lost. So that's pretty much my travel setup, and it all fits in this one suitcase. And that's how you can record videos on the go. Pretty much, really light, really easy compared to my home setup, which does sound a bit better, but it's a real pain to kind of take it out and about. This way you can record everything really easy, really quick, and just travel and record videos at the same time. Here again is another example of the recording quality from the equipment I showed you in this video. Be sure to check out the links in the description if you'd like to use the exact equipment I showed you in this video. So thank you for watching this video. I hope you found it useful. If you found this video useful, please give it a thumbs up. If you found it really rubbish and pointless, please give it a thumbs down, just so I get a bit of feedback from you. Feel free to shoot me a comment below and I'll get back to you as soon as I can. So thank you again for watching, and I'll see you next time.